Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, folks. Michael Zuber, one rental at a time. And what has now become a standard meeting, 9 a.m. on Mondays. We're going to talk to the folks at the Hub. We're going to talk about what's going on. I really hope the starting message, probably in 4 or 6 weeks, is how many people did we help? I want that to be the stated goal. How many people did we help? I wanted to share with each of you the vision, that the very early vision I have. Jason Pritchard gave me some free coaching. I shared that video this morning at 7 a.m. He's basically telling me, you got to write it down. You got to write it down. What are you trying to do? Right. So he's a big believer in that. He shared his personal journal from 2018, 2019 yesterday. He is who he is today because of that journal. This is very uncomfortable for me. I am not good at this. It will get better, but I wanted to share with you my thoughts on the Hub today and why it's important, really, for the one rental at a time umbrella. Then we will get in to the new members of the Hub and talk about what's going on. So here we go. It's very early draft. Any help, feedback, critiques, welcome. The Hub is a physical location in Fresno, California, where we help people in the Central Valley every week get on the property ladder, build wealth, and do amazing things. My goal is to take the physical learnings from real world examples in Central Valley and share them with the world. I believe the physical location, also called the Hub, can be a real world incubation of helping people get on the property ladder, a real world incubation of building wealth, and a place that builds hope. We are going to take these weekly lessons and share them with the world on this channel, one rental at a time. The vision is early, but the resolve is strong. So that's what I have so far. Lots of stuff to add. Like, we're going to do ADUs and HouseHack and pre-foreclosures. We're going to help lots of people. But again, I suck at this. Jason Pritchard is helping me. All of you will help.
A Braveheart speech. That was good, Mike. That was good.
Freedom! Hey! So that's what I'm trying to do, right? I want to take, because again, I have an experience one rental at a time. I have amazing relationships. I wrote 15 conversations with real estate millionaires. I want to take all of your direct experience with real world families, couples, individuals in the Central Valley, help them, and then help the country, the world. That's what I'm trying to do. A physical location at the Hub is, I believe there's something there, and all of you are a part of it and members. So that's how I want to open up. Let's introduce some new people. Patrick, how are you, sir?
Good morning, folks. I am doing fantastic. How are you guys?
Doing wonderful. Patrick, tell people what you thought when you were pitched this vision, I believe, from Adam and Carlos. And then what have you kind of said, hey, I want to help you with this, Michael, in one rental at a time?
Sure. I mean, I think you hit it on the nail. I think the relationship part of it is huge. Either Carlos and Adam, who I know personally, aside from this, they can tell me anything and I will give it a shot just because I trust them. And so for you, surrounding yourself with people that you trust, experiences, everything that you guys just touched on, I think that resonates with me tremendously. So hopefully the viewers feel the same.
And then you've kind of stepped up. I was teasing like, hey, I want a HouseHack. I want FHA. I want veterans. You stepped into one of those roles and say, Michael, I want to be this guy for you.
Exactly. Yeah. So, FHA is something that I wouldn't consider myself an expert in, but it's, I help first-time home buyers,
Right.
And so, for the other things that you have mentioned, much like you guys, Carlos and I actually were just talking before the call, everything is risky. Doing nothing is risky.
Mm-hmm.
And so, for house hacking and things like Burr and, things like that, there's things that I don't know and I'm here to learn. So,
well, that's the key, right? I'm looking for authentic people who want to invest in this vision and do the work. It's okay. You're not an FHA expert. You're going to do some research every week. You're going to get a little bit better. We're going to talk about this every week, and I'm sure people will see the evolution. There's now a playlist on my channel called The Hub where people can see our evolution together, the good and the bad. We're going to make mistakes. We're going to spend some money that doesn't do anything. But I know, because I know all of you individually, that we're going to help a lot of people. Look at Mr. Stratton Brown out walking around. How you doing, sir?
Good. How about you?
I'm doing well, man. We will. How you doing? I haven't talked to you in a while.
It's been a couple days. Doing good.
There you go. There you go. Well, hey, we'll get to you back. We'll get to you in a minute. I just wanted to recognize you joining. Thank you for that. Hey, Ty, you are also a new member. You saw the vision. You were in town. You met the amazing team like Stratton, Jason, Dean, all these other amazing folks, Adam too. Talk about why you think you want to throw your hat in and be a part of this thing.
Yeah, so this is great because one thing that that I think really pulls everybody together is that go-giver mentality. And that's what I see with, you know, probably bigger than most real estate communities. I'm really seeing that alive and well with the Fresno community, the Fresno real estate community. And so I've experienced that. I feel like I was down there 2 or 3 years ago with Pace Morby. And, you know, I've been in a lot of different communities. I do a lot in Southern California, do a lot in Northern California. And so been in the business a long time. And I just got to say that go-giver, collaboration, sharing. I think people really understand that the more you give, the more that comes back to you. And it seems like it's very alive and well in that Fresno community. And so Michael reached out, said, hey, you know, I'm really looking to build a team. And I very unselfishly I know that my focus is let's figure out how can I support that group? How can we build maybe, you know, building a physical team there, whether that's brokerage and or even wholesalers, investors, but really just ultimately, how can I be a contribution to this? And then of course, I know there's an opportunity to obviously monetize and that'll come back. But it's really that go-giver mentality that I see alive and well with Michael and the rest of the people at the hub. So
yeah, you know, shout out to the leaders in Fresno, which I personally call Stratton, Dean, and Jason the leaders of the Fresno real estate community. We're very lucky to have Stratton on this call as one of those three. They lead by example, right? They you know, there's no question we are in the tailwind of what those three gentlemen have done and are doing. You know, real estate communities around the country sometimes operate in silos. Like, hey, I'm anti so-and-so and so-and-so. They try to build their own thing. I don't see that in Fresno. These three gentlemen have merged their combined resources together, and it's fun to watch. And you saw that firsthand. I think it was last Thursday with an event they did. So shout out to them. So let's talk about some business. And again, the whole goal of the hub is to help people get on the property ladder, build wealth. But as kind of Ty alluded to and I've alluded to, there will be monetization as a part of this. So we'll start in the upper left-hand corner, which on my screen is Adam. Adam, you talked about a Chowchilla opportunity you're working on. You actually shared a walkthrough video with the channel. A couple of people looked at it and said, how much? I don't know that we talked about that. Do you have a sticker price just yet on this 5-acre FHA possible home?
Yeah, we're going to be figuring that out. Our agent Chris is going to be listing it here in the next couple of days, and we're going to be, I will say, in the mid 600s. We don't know exactly what number that's going to be yet. I can definitely keep you guys updated and supply the address and everything. But yeah, we just finished. Just got the property cleaned yesterday, so that's really nice as well too. And got it all wrapped up in the final week. All the finishing touches, landscaping. I think some flowers are going in later this afternoon.
You got to add some color, man. It was kind of brown.
I know it's hard when you're on that place is on 5 acres. And so, you know, I think we kind of talked about putting grass in the front. So how much is that going to cost? We're kind of, you know, at mercy there to what we can do. So, but yeah, I can get a firm number out and even provide the listing once it's up, but I know it's mid 600s around there.
And then last week, did anybody call you based on the channel? Again, trying to figure out how many people are helping each week. Anybody reach out or nobody?
I only got one call last week, but it was
okay.
nice. I had a good conversation. I don't remember the person's name. I'll have to look it up. But yeah, via email or text, I'm always, if you guys have questions or want to, you know, hear a little bit more, I'm always happy to help in the real estate side of things. It's been nice to have cool conversations with people. So. Yeah.
It'll happen. One thing it's it's obvious to me with the One Rental at a Time community family, nearly 40,000 strong on YouTube, is they are people doing the work, right? I do not resonate with people who are waiting for a crash. If you are going to sit on your ass and watch Netflix, I am not your guy. I'm not telling you to buy. I'm not telling you to do nothing. I'm telling you to freaking do the work. So one thing I often hear when people reach out to people on my channel is, hey, they're trying to do the work. They're having real questions. So Adam, I appreciate that. Hopefully as time goes by, we help more and more people, and that's pretty cool. So Patrick, let's go to you next. You're next on my screen. This is your first time. Why don't you talk about a couple of listings that you saw in Fresno that might be decent FHA homes, and maybe some things you thought FHA buyers, first-time home buyers might need to hear?
Yeah, sure. I will keep it real, give you guys a Reader's Digest version. All three listings, they are in, pretty decent areas. Cedar and Dakota is the first one, 3953 East Pontiac Way. I think median or average list price currently, if my memory serves me correctly, is right or just above 400,000, but every single one of these are just under.
Nice.
Also kind of take into consideration that on average last month, on average, homes have been selling 97% of the list price. So there's about 3% wiggle room. So each price that I tell you guys, just keep in mind that maybe there's about 10 G's that you guys can get in contract for. So yeah, this first one is on Pontiac Way, 3 bedrooms, about 1,500 plus square feet. Been on the market for 23 days. So again, that might be helpful for buyers. If I don't give you guys enough details, just chime in. Just let me know.
No problem.
The next one is on Chestnut and Sierra, which is a good location, 6523 North Sierra Vista Avenue in the 93710, right around Fresno State area.
Yeah.
List price is at 390, 18, almost 1,900 square feet. This one has a pool, the other two don't. Been on the market for 83 days. So a lot of opportunity there. 4 bedrooms, which is great for a growing family.
Yep. Okay.
And last but not least, First and Shaw, 3178 East Rialto, Fresno, 93726, listed at 399, so just under 400. Been on the market for over 50 days. So, one last detail is that all 3 of these properties have solar. So a lot of these, home buyers who are afraid of not being able to afford something monthly, when you think about the solar, again, sure, owned solar is the best, but somebody told me that some solar is better than no solar. So that might be able to, counteract the hike in interest rates that you won't pay monthly with utilities and electricity. So just take that into consideration. And the last tidbit real quick, FHA, a lot of FHA buyers do not know that you can have 6% of these purchase price in credits. And it can come from any interested buyer or any interested party, meaning the seller who wants to sell their home, or either of the agents, the buyer's agent or the seller's agent, and that 6% can go towards closing costs or to buy down the rate.
Yeah, there's a couple of things. Again, this is all us learning together, right? FHA does allow up to 6%. I do think it scales with down payment, right? The lower, like if you did a low down payment, I think it maxes out at 2. I could be wrong. But again, these are things that we're going to learn together. We're going to help people. What I would tell folks, again, if you're interested in buying a first-time home in Fresno, obviously my guy for that here is Patrick. I personally, again, just me as a first-time home buyer, I would look at nothing that's under 45 days on the market. Even as a first-time home buyer, I want to find a motivated seller. I would go 45 days or older. I would offer significantly less than list price. I would ask for closing cost. I would ask for the max, work with your mortgage broker to get the max, whatever that is, 2, 4, or 6. And I would get a rate buy down. So again, the first-time home buyers in Fresno, there's a lot of opportunity coming. I'm glad you stayed below the median. I think that's where I would ask you to focus, again, first-time home buyers. So folks, if you are a first-time home buyer in Fresno, I would ask that if you can reach out to Patrick. We will get his number momentarily, because I want to take your lessons, your experiences, your struggles, the questions, what works, what doesn't, and I want to share with the world. As I said in the opening, the hub is a physical location where I want to help real people. I want to take those lessons learned and share with the world. So again, if you are a first-time home buyer and you don't have an agent, you have an interest, you're starting this, I'm going to ask you to reach out to Patrick so that we can get your story. We don't have to use your name, but we want to use your story to help and inspire others. So Patrick, thank you very much for that. Next up, Mr. Stratton Brown. How's it going, buddy?
Going good. Sorry, I had to unmute.
That's all right. So
How you doing?
tell us what's going on in your world. You have an exciting mastermind, I think, right around the corner. You're flying in some heavy hitters for. You have a virtual assistant company that's rocking and rolling. What's going on in your world?
Yeah. Well, right now I'm out on my walk. It actually rained in Fresno, so it's beautiful out here. We got the mastermind coming up the day before our big event that we're all going to throw. And that's going to be, I think, amazing. And I think we're doing it all free. And that'll be me, you, Ty, Jason, and Dean.
Yep.
To where we could charge a lot of money for an event like that. Just
Right.
to be realistic. So I'm excited about that. Our mastermind before that, I'll have my friend Ian Horowitz, who's been on the channel, come out. And he owns like 700,000 square feet in self-storage, 200 single family homes. So he'll come out and speak. And then my other friend, good friend, Derek at Cuff, and I'm having him come out because he's a master at social media. I think they have like one cold call with our VA company, and then they do 5 or 6 flips a month, all from his social.
Oh, wow.
And so I'm going to have him come out and talk about that. And I have one other guy I'm trying to get. His name's Caleb Marty. He is 32 years old with a $60 million portfolio, all to him. No raised money, nothing. Started
Wow.
off flipping houses and
Oh,
just kept 1031 exchanging into stuff. And I think he's building a Topgolf right now. Like just wild stuff.
building a
And so I'll
top
have
golf.
those-
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And give us a little plug for your virtual assistant company. Again, if you're looking for that, you offer some great stuff.
Yeah. Callmagicians.com is our VA company. And then I'd say what's going on the real estate side, negotiating some storage deals, and hopefully we can take a few of those down and raise a little bit of money.
There you go. Very cool, Stratton. Thank you for being a part of this. I know it's not normal for you to do these calls in the morning. I appreciate it. Carlos,
Thank
my
you.
man, what's
Hey,
going on
Ed.
with you? You've got, we're going to talk, let's talk about that HouseHack property. Did you get any phone calls on that last week?
Actually, I have an offer already.
Oh, see?
An ask and it's open on. Yep. And thank you, Strand. Yeah, it was a beautiful call to receive. The realtor called me and told me, "Hey, Carlos, we got an offer."
Nice.
I didn't say nothing. I said, "Okay, go ahead," because this has been one or twice this happened, and so the
Very
third
cool.
time is
There you go. So congratulations, early congratulations. That's awesome. I did want to do some numbers. I'm going to do them anyway, even though it's not listed, because part of the hub I want to do is just show what people is possible. And house hacking is the cheat code to wealth.
Yeah.
3 or 4 of my millionaires that I talk to every week say the best financial decision they ever made was house hacking. So I pulled up a mortgage calculator on my phone just to give people a sample. And Carlos, if I remember, this was 2 houses, 1 lot, a
Correct.
2-1 and a 3-1. Do I remember that correctly?
that is correct.
Right. And I think it was listed for like, I don't know, 360, something like that.
360, yeah, 364.
All right.
Yeah.
So 364. So what I did is I said, hey, what happens if we have a mortgage payment, a mortgage of 550 grand? Or no, I'm sorry, 350 grand at 5.5% interest, right? I'm thinking owner occupant, low down payment, moving in. So 30-year fixed. Again, that's all I said. So again, these assumptions, the payment is $1987. And what we talked about last week is I thought, again, off the cuff, not seeing the property, none of that. I was thinking a 3-1 would rent for $1,400 all day long. So in this example, a house hacking of a duplex, you could live in the 2-bedroom for about $600 a month because your tenant in the 3 is paying rough and tough $1,400. That's the power of house hacking. Now, house hacking gets better in a tri and a quad. Everything I've seen is when you're in a quad, you're living for free. You're in a tri, it's right on the borderline. But again, a duplex, fully remodeled, FHA ready, dude, you're living for the cheat code to wealth is house hacking. If I had to do anything over in my life, it would be house hacking a 4-plex at 20 years old. So I appreciate that. So fingers crossed for you. Congratulations. Yeah, we need to find some 4-plexes out there. Patrick, that might be something we look at next week, find a good 4-plex, because again, these are just things that we could bring together.
Sounds good.
Okay. And Ty, the one and only, somebody who's been in the game longer than me. I got 22 years in the game and he makes me look like a youngster. You've been doing this a long time. You've been doing this since the 90s.
Carlton Sheets, baby. Cassette.
Carlton Sheets on cassette, baby.
Yeah.
Adam doesn't even know what a cassette is.
Cassettes. Old school cassettes. So
Yeah, rewind, fast forward, A side, B side. Adam has no idea what that is.
Yeah, I'll just share the week. It was great because I'm excited to just be connected and be a part of the growth and the rebuild of the hub. And so interesting, somebody slipped a note under the door, and I think they slipped it on like Tuesday or Wednesday. We just happened to be there on Thursday.
Yeah, I picked it off the door like, what junk is this? And it was actually a nice note. Yeah.
It was a handwritten note from somebody that said, hey, I'm interested. I'd like to get into the real estate business. And so Michael hands it to me and says, hey, follow up on this. I had an incredible couple of calls. I probably spent about 45 minutes with someone, incredible life experience. Person works in life insurance now as a life insurance agent. And this was the interesting thing. They said, hey, I want to get into the business. I want to get into wholesaling. I've been wanting to do this. I want to get into flipping and buying rentals and sub two and all of the things. And they go, but I've always felt like with the gurus that I've never had the money, or I wasn't sure if I'm going to get ripped off and or the timing because I've got kids. Now my kids are grown. And it was an interesting thing. And this was what was so beautiful about it. And this is why I shared this. As I said, well, this is the complete opposite, because we're the anti-guru.
Yeah.
Not that we're anti-guru. I said, Michael has a course. I lead a mastermind. Stratton has a mastermind. It's not that we're against the courses and masterminds and coaching. I said, but we just do so much for free, and we give and add so much value. You don't need to buy a course in order to plug in with us.
No.
Now, this was an interesting thought, and I want to share this with the audience as well as all of everybody here, because I think people can appreciate it. It was such a huge distinction I heard over the weekend, listening to just different YouTube stuff. But here's the thing. The idea is that we can give away all of the how-tos and tricks and tips. We can give all of that away through social media, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and all of that. And then really why people will sign up for masterminds, coaching, courses is because it's for implementation, or it's for the integration of it. And I love Stratton shaking his head, big yes there. So that's the thing, guys. We always, for everybody out there, we are going to add and give away massive, massive value with what we're doing with the hub. And also, guess what? We're going to have an opportunity to make money together. I had another guy I talked to. He's not interested in plugging in, but he's an independent guy. He does his own deals. He already called me this morning. I was like, hey, I got this sub 2 pre-foreclosure. How would you deal with this? And so already that was also somebody from a hub inquiry that even then it's like, okay, great. Let me help you get the deal tied up. Michael will buy it. Maybe Stratton will buy it. Maybe one of you guys, Patrick, or I don't really know, but our whole thing is to lead with value. How can we go out and add lots of value? And we know that the monetization and the opportunity for us to collaborate and make money together, that's always going to come back. So I'm excited to be part of this group. So thank you, Michael.
Very cool. So we're going to wrap this up again, go around the horde. We're going to go in reverse order, kind of start with Ty this time. Tell people how they can reach out to you, follow you. Ty, again, you could very quickly become the anchor tenant at the hub. You may actually take the back office there with that big room, which used to be mine, and the little one, put 2-3 desks there. It would not shock me because you are a broker in California, right? There may be some agents out there that, hey, I want to be a part of this. I want to become a hybrid agent. I want to do all these amazing things. Want to plug into the free training. Again, if that is you, reach out to Ty. If you're somebody that just has a hunger, like that personal note, I don't have time, I give my hours in the morning. Ty is there to lead. We could be doing stuff monthly, and it's just, there's a lot of stuff coming. As you heard when I opened this video, I have a vision. Jason Pritchard is helping me make it better. It's still early. I will keep improving, but I know Ty is looking to talk to more and more people. So Ty, how should people reach out?
Very easy. ty@tylg.com. Send me an email. Email is my number one easiest source of communication. I always get back to everybody. We can schedule a call, or I'll plug you into one of my small group Zooms where we can connect and figure out how to plug you in. And again, I'm excited that, for us, we're there to collaborate, right? It's all about collaboration. We do want to get some agents. So if agents do want to plug in, obviously you're going to have desk space there at the hub. You're going to get access, some coaching from me, as well as access to Michael, as well as plugging into the community. But we're looking to grow on the brokerage side, agents and or even people that want to become agents, and or the hybrid investor agents. So that's really our main focus. Thank you, Michael.
Awesome. Carlos, congrats on your offer. Again, house hacking, duplexes, multifamily. I love the 2 houses on 1 lot, especially with 2 meters. That was a home run last week. You got another exciting project that's right on the cusp. I think you said it was Sunnyside. I think I saw that video.
It's near Sunnyside. It's right off of right on Thomas and between Olive and the 168.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, do us a favor. Tease that one because you already sold the other one. Gosh darn it. What's coming?
Well, it's a 4.2. It's a beautiful home. It just got lipstick. I mean, we did the flooring, we did all the painting, we did carpet new. We're gonna be putting stone granite on the kitchen, all new light fixtures. So it's almost there. There's some loose ends that we need to tie in, but in the next 2 weeks we're gonna be doing that, and I will be showing maybe another little walkthrough of the progress we've made this week, and then hopefully you get product in the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, I'd love to see a walkthrough, kind of like if you've ever seen an Adam walkthrough, that's what I'm envisioning. Start on the outside, give us a little shout out to the one rental at a time, and then do a full walkthrough. I think Adam has figured it out, and I think Adam on his Chowchilla project last week was pretty awesome. It is also very brown outside. Hey, Stratton, back to you, buddy. If somebody wanted to figure out about this mastermind, where is it? When is it? All these amazing things. Wanted to plug into your community, wanted to get some virtual assistance. How should they reach out to you, follow you, get more info?
Best way to reach out to me is just text me, honestly, 801-860-8032. Or follow me on Instagram and send me a DM at StratDaddy. And then the mastermind is November 10th and 11th, and then our big event will be on the 12th.
Awesome. Yeah. November 12th event, we are trying to lock down a super rock star. Ty is followed up 3:30 this morning, guys. Again, this individual that Ty is trying to follow up with is an early bird. Some of you know who he is. Ty got up at 3:30. He was a little cranky, but he is working for us. We will announce it once it's locked down, hopefully in the next 7 or 8 days.
He said that last week too.
Yeah, he did it. He did it. He committed. That's
I
awesome.
appreciate you, Ty, getting up early to lock that in.
Yeah, that's right. Stratton, thanks, buddy. We'll tease the 12th in a little bit. Patrick, I would love a first-time homebuyer in Fresno to reach out to you, to work with you, hopefully several of them. I want to take the lessons that we learned together. I obviously want to have you get them a home. Let's just say that. But I want to talk about the stories, the struggles, the inspections, what works, what doesn't. So if somebody wanted to reach out to you and say, Michael, I want to be an FHA buyer for Patrick. I want my story. Because again, we're going to help people in the Central Valley without question. But I want it to be very clear. I want the stories and the real world experience to inspire the country. So Patrick, if somebody wants to reach out to you as an FHA buyer and say, I want to help one rental at a time. I want to help the hub. I want Patrick to help me. How do you want them to reach out?
I agree with Ty. I communicate very well with email, so I'll keep it easy for you. PKim, so P Patrick, pkim@guarantee.com. pkim@guarantee.com. Simple as that.
Folks, do me a favor. First and foremost, I got a lot of weekly followers. Send pkim@guarantee.com an email just welcoming him to the channel. He saw this vision first. Adam and Carlos obviously helped get him here. But let's show him some love. Just welcome. And again, if you're an FHA buyer in Fresno, please, if you don't have an agent, right? I'm not telling you to change and burn. Really, that's not what I'm asking. But if you've won a first-time home and you're ready, reach out to Patrick. Let him help you. Let us share the story. Let's inspire others to get on the property ladder. Owning real estate is the cheat code to wealth. You just look at net worths of owners and renters. Again, it's there. So Patrick, thank you for believing in the vision. Thank you for being there. I appreciate you.
Thanks for having me.
You got it. And then Adam, bring us home, buddy. How can people reach out to you, follow you, see what you're doing? You are the youngest member of the hub. You are younger than my daughter, which always makes me feel old. I appreciate that. So if
How
you
old
are
is your daughter, by the way?
she's 31.
Oh,
31. So yeah,
Okay.
you're much younger than my daughter.
okay.
Thank you. Thank you for that reaction. I appreciate that. I saw that subtle glint in your eye.
Maybe we were close.
It's not close. It's not close. But again, there's a lot of young people that see real estate as the opportunity. I believe, let me just say this very clear. If you are a high school senior, if you're 18, 19, 20 years old, you follow what Adam does, you house hack like I've talked about, you can be financially free by 25. You've got to do other things, no doubt. Live below your means, invest in yourself, skill up. But Adam is a living example of somebody being, I think you're Generation Z, right? Gen Z?
I really don't even know. To be
Yeah, I'm
honest
going to
with
call you Gen Z because you're a baby. He's an
1998.
Yeah, so you're an example of somebody doing it the right way, giving it a go, working, investing in yourself. If you're in that generation, some of us old guys like Ty and I, who've got 50 years experience, we don't resonate with you. I get it. Adam is here. Adam, how can people follow you, reach out to see what's what?
Yeah, my best is email too, I would say. Adam at Kingdom Investments Inc. Inc.com, Adam at kingdominvestmentsinc.com. And a lot of people reach out and I kind of just point them in the right direction or answer questions. I'm very nice and I like to help people out. And if I'm not the right person, like I don't really do coaching or training, but I know Stratton does. So maybe I'll point you over to Stratton or, you know, whatever it might be. So I'm happy to point you in the right direction and just chat with you guys about real estate, whatever I can do to help. And me, there's a lot of people that I know that I have been kind of talking to that are younger, just graduated high school, even some buddies from my old high school now that, you know, are doing some flips and doing really well for themselves. And so if I can help you guys out or you know, give any advice, be more than happy to.
In the end, folks, I will finish this how we began, back to Jason Pritchard and his coaching to me. The Hub is a physical location in Fresno, California, where we help people in the Central Valley get on the property ladder and build wealth. We are going to take those experiences and share them with the world because that is what we are about. We are about helping people. We are going to take real world experiences and we're going to help the entire world and certainly the country. So guys, thank you for seeing this vision.
Have you read Vivid Vision yet, Mike?
I have not. I need to buy that. Vivid Vision.
Go get that book. That'll help you out a lot. Vivid Vision.
I'm writing it down.
It's a super quick read too, and that'll help you build out your vision.
Yeah, this is something I suck at. I am such a good doer. I suck at vision. My vision board's terrible. Yeah, Jason's got to work on me. All right, guys, take care of yourself. Thank you for being a part of this. All of you are amazing. I know you're investing your time. Folks, email these guys, ask them questions, let them know you appreciate them. Take care. Thanks again.